Nutritional problems that are common among the adolescents. Anemia is one of the major concern among the adolescent children. There is an increasing trend towards a decrease in age of menarche, both in upper affluent class and the rural communities, making the adolescent girls susceptible to anemia. So the age of menarche has drastically reduced, which is the first puberty or the menstrual cycle onset in the children has decreased. Earlier, it was occurring when the children were 15, 16 years of age. Later, it reduced to 14, 13. And now we can find children who are even 10 years of age having their menarche. And this has led to the development of anemia among the adolescent children. And what is anemia? Anemia is nothing but the reduction in the hemoglobin content or the number of RBCs in the blood. About 80 to 85% of the adolescent girls suffer from anemia irrespective of the social class. Irrespective of whether they are poor or rich, about 80 to 85% of the adolescent children suffer from anemia. And the impact of anemia is more profound in the rural girls when compared with the urban girls because of the non availability of healthy food. The rural children, due to poverty or due to ignorance, they are not in a position to consume foods that are adequate in quantity and quality. They consume food that are not healthy, and thereby anemia is more prevalent among the children who reside in the rural area. Likes and dislikes of the foods and the eating disorders also can cause anemia because of the peer pressure, because of the sociological changes that takes place, emotional changes that occur among the children. They develop likes and dislikes to certain type of foods, and this can also be a reason for the development of anemia. And eating disorder is again a cause for the development of anemia among the adolescent children. Obesity. Obesity is when a child has its body weight more than 20% of the standard normal, the child is said to be obese. It affects about 10 to 20% of the adolescent population. And this occurs because of lack of exercise rather than excess calorie consumption. When a person is in positive energy balance, obesity occurs. That is, when he consumes a diet that contains more calories than his or her body actually needs, then it causes obesity in the individual. But the obesity that is common among the adolescent children is not mostly because of excess calorie consumption, but it is mostly because of lack of physical activity or lack of exercise. Concern about the personal appearance may make adolescents more reluctant to participate in activity like sports, right? So when they are a little bit overweight or when they are obese, they don't want to get themselves involved in sports or games or other activities where there is a chance for exercising or when there is a chance for the energy expenditure, and therefore that itself would be a cause for the occurrence of obesity. They don't go for team activities. Obesity may also be due to hormonal imbalance, emotional stress, or due to family habits. The family habit of consuming or choosing foods that are fatty, that itself can be a cause for obesity. Or emotional stress, when some people are emotionally stressed, what happens, they will eat lot of food, so that also could be a cause for obesity. And another cause could be an imbalance in the hormones. Acne vulgaris. Acne is a common concern among the adolescents, and about 80% of the teens experience it. What is acne? Acne is nothing but the pimples. Scientific studies have been unable to show any link between dietary factor and acne. There is no link between the food a person consumes and the occurrence of acne in the adolescent individuals. Adolescents are warned to avoid junk foods like nuts, chocolates, pizzas, chips, candies, and ice creams, assuming that planning a well balanced diet without these is possible. So they have to be warned. The adolescent children have to be warned that they should not consume only foods that they like, the only the junk foods, and they should be educated on consuming a healthy diet that should be balanced. And the development of acne is due to the overactivity of the sebaceous gland present in the skin, and it has no connection with the type of food that the adolescent child consume. Blockage in the duct of the gland can lead to infection, localized pressure, resulting in acne lesion. Right? So the acne or the pimples has no connection with the food. Pimples occur only because when there is a block in the sebaceous gland that is present in the skin. The sebaceous glands are responsible for secreting the sebum, which keeps the skin moist. So whenever there is a blockage in that, it leads to acne, and it has no connection to the food. Therefore, avoiding food in order to get rid of the pimples is not a solution. Malnutrition due to teenage pregnancy. So this should not take place because the age of marriage has been fixed as 21 by the government, and those who are getting married below this age has a legal option, and it is not legal to get married before the age of 21 because the government has understood that an individual grows and they are mature only after 21 years of age, and they are able to lead, or they are able to reproduce only, they are able to reproduce in a healthy way only after 21 years of age. Malnutrition due to teenage pregnancy. This should not occur in the teenage because the age of marriage has been legally fixed as 21 years. Only at 21 years, an individual is biologically mature to reproduce. They are not fit enough for reproduction because they themselves are growing. Growth spurt is occurring in the adolescent period or in the teenage period, and to support that growth, they require additional nutrients, and therefore they are not fit during the adolescent period. Teenage mothers are considered to be at high risk as maternal death and infant mortality rate are higher among them. The mother may die or the infant may die if there is teenage pregnancy. The biological immaturity has a great impact on pregnancy. So they are biologically not mature to carry the fetus, and therefore it has a great impact on the pregnancy. Malnutrition sets in when the pregnant adolescent girl fails to meet the demands of not only her growth but also that of the fetus. So she has to provide nutrients for her own growth, and she has to supply the extra nutrients that the fetus requires, which is not possible, and this causes malnutrition. This has a direct bearing on the outcome of pregnancy also. Right? A teenage girl, when she becomes pregnant, it not only affects her, it affects her fetus also. There is lactation failure. They fail to lactate. Teenage mothers fail to breastfeed their infants adequately, resulting in high infant morbidity rate. So the rate of sickness, disease that occur among the children born to the teenage mothers are very high because of lactation failure. Good nutrition and fostering healthy eating habits during adolescence paves way for a healthy adulthood. So all the adolescent children should eat a healthy diet, a balanced diet, and the food habits should be really good and healthy so that they will grow into a healthy adult. Thank you. In this segment, we saw about the nutritional requirements of the adolescent, the food requirements, the eating disorders that are very common among the adolescent children, and we also saw the nutritional problems that are common. Thank you. Bulimia nervosa leads to dental enamel erosion because of the acidic content of the stomach coming back to the mouth during vomiting. It can cause dental cavities, swollen cheeks, callus on the back of the hands. Callus is nothing but the keratinization that occurs at the hair follicles. Callus, fatigue, they are extremely tired and weak due to malnutrition. And there are irregular menstrual period also. The vicious cycle of eating disorder. Negative self perceptions causing dieting, which leads to binge eating and purging. This once again cause negative self perception. So, this eating disorder is a consequence of psychological problem among the children, and they have to be given proper counseling psychologically, and nutritional guidance has to be given to overcome the eating disorder problem.